A diferencia de lo que pueda parecer a simple vista, Call of Juarez Gunslinger no es Call of Duty pero en el viejo oeste. Call of Juarez es un juego de acción y aventura ambientado en el viejo oeste. Yo ni sé por qué lo comparan con Call of Duty. Bueno, sí sé, es por el nombre del juego. Ah, y dato curioso, uno de los juegos de esta saga, Call of Juarez de Cartel, fue prohibido en México. Y a día de hoy creo que lo sigue estando, o sea, ni me aparece en Steam. Bueno, ya el video. Ok, aquí estamos. Call of Juarez Gunslinger es tan bueno que nos saltamos los otros juegos. Voy a bajar un poco el volumen, está el sonido. Ok, jugar. Historia, supongo. Normal. Ok, a ver qué tiene este juego para ofrecer. No tengo ni idea de qué se trate o qué. El estilo de las cinemáticas me recuerda a Sonic el Caballero Negro, o sea, estilo cómico o algo así, cómic animado.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
Ah, well, what are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawman who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
Ok, dime que ahora ya... Sí, eso parece. Ok, esto parece que ya voy a empezar a jugar, esto me llama la atención. Ah, ok, dice pulsa Enter para empezar, no me había dado cuenta. Punto de control.
It was about 30 years ago. Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs. I threw in with the kid because
okay.
the man I
Me
had
gusta el estilo
sworn
visual, me
vengeance
recuerda un
on was
poco a
riding
Borderlands.
with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
A ver, ¿puedo cambiar el FOV?
Funny, haha.
Sí, así está bien.
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
Ok, ahora ¿dónde se supone que tengo que ir? Un pájaro. Otro pájaro, o será el mismo. A ver, pulso 0 para ver los objetivos. O es la O. Ah, es la O. Vuelve al escondite. Una estrella.
I knew those two morons would never let me through.
Nice.
I had no choice.
Tengo un revólver.
Is he with us?
Ganas experiencia por matar enemigos. La necesitas para subir de nivel y obtener habilidades. Ok.
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh yeah. I heard the
Supongo que
shots
será de
and
estos
I knew I
revólveres
had
que
to move
recargas de
fast.
una sola bala. Sí,
Garrett and his
exacto.
army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead.
¿Puedo correr? Sí, puedo correr.
I decided to help Billy and the boys out a bit.
Tu concentración se carga a disparar a los
So that's
enemigos.
just what I did.
Para activar concentración. Ah, o sea, el Dead Eye. Ok. Ok, no es un juego de vaqueros si no tiene un tiempo bala o algo así.
As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kids' apprehension,
Me gustaría prestar
Garrett was
atención a los
able to
subtítulos, pero no
hire every
puedo.
gun hand in Lincoln County.
Ok. El primer combate ya se está poniendo medio complicado. Pulsa control para agacharte. Ok. Agarrar el secreto. Ok. Gallinas. Ha subido de nivel, pulsar. Para abrir el menú de habilidades. Ok. Tienes un punto de habilidad por gastar. Elige una de las 3 categorías de habilidades y compra la habilidad de la izquierda. Elegido con 2 armas. Tiradora a larga distancia. Luchador a corta distancia. No sé qué elegir. A ver, en Akimbo llevar 2 armas. Ah, ok, eso es un árbol de habilidades individual. Ok, pensaba que era elegir una de estas 3 habilidades. Ok, usa 2 revólveres a la vez. Me llegó una notificación. Empuña 2 revólveres y mándalos al infierno. Cuando uses un revólver, pulsa rueda arriba para entrar en modo armas dobles. Ok. A ver, ¿y qué es esto? No puedes ser invencible, pero puedes resistir más. Por término medio, una de cada 4 balas de arma corta que te alcanzan rebotar. Ok. ¿Y esto qué es? Tu mira ralentiza el tiempo. Toma tu tiempo para apuntar cuando apuntes con un arma larga o una de una mano. Ok, esto es básicamente un Dead Eye, pero de descuento. Quiero esto. Vista de águila, como la de Assassin's Creed. Y me acaban de dar un logro. Ok, sí, es básicamente un Dead Eye de descuento.
Still, one of them reached the water tower.
Solo puedes evitar la bala cuando tu suerte esté cargada del todo.
Bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there.
Esquiva la bala usando A para esquivar a la izquierda y D para esquivar a la derecha. Ok. ¿Alguna forma de ver mi vida? Ok.
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed.
Solo la escalera. Ok, tengo que
The
subir
right
automáticamente.
position
Tengo que
is
subir yo.
very important. Personally, I prefer to be on top.
Oh, you do you?
¿Puedo cambiar de arma? Revólver de
Indeed,
Ranger.
darling. But where was I? Oh yeah,
Me gusta el diseño, pero me quedo con este.
a lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks. Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you!
Ok, estoy dando puros headshots. Como se nota que juego mucho Call of Duty.
Much better behind the house.
¿Quién me disparó? A distancia.
I cut their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as mad. They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo.
¿Puedo pegar o algo así? No, ok.
It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house.
A ver, abrir.
And like that, I was inside, none the worse for wear. I
Okay,
passed Dirty
yeah.
Dave,
Hola, ok, no, ok.
and upstairs I found Billy and Charlie Baldry.
Cinemática. Sí.
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of.
Ok, un rifle de palanca, estos me gustan.
Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm.
Porque esto suena como una escopeta.
I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on going.
Ok, tengo varias armas.
That's when Charlie got hit.
Puedo llevar varias armas.
They're catching us in a crossfire, shouted Billy. Get to the other side.
Ok, voy a terminar de recargar. Ah, barriles explosivos, nunca fallan. Quiero cabeza penetrante, no tengo idea de qué significa eso.
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. They got a Gatling, Billy shouted. Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll
Ok,
draw their
trae los
attention.
caballos al establo. O sea, tengo que
Directed that
bajar.
order at me.
Sí,
And I
eso
thought,
parece.
why the hell do I have to
El
do
FOB
it?
está
But I
es
went
muy
anyway.
pequeño. El campo de visión es muy
Dumbass that
pequeño,
I
no veo
was
casi
back
nada.
then. Many would have fled in my place.
Del salvo de abajo,
I had that
1, 2,
false
3 para
sense
cambiar de
of
arma. Ok.
invincibility that
Entonces
many
puedo
young
llevar
men
hasta
have.
3 armas.
Like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Ok, listo.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Greaves, please continue.
Please,
A ver.
call me Silas, ma'am.
Ah, ok, sí puedo
Where
golpear.
was I?
F.
You were heading for the barn.
Right. Making my way past the castle of fallen foes.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Ok, tengo para una habilidad, vamos a ver. A ver, vamos a probar esto, sí. Ok, bien. Ok, puedo apuntar con un revólver a 2 manos.
Done with 'em. More of these hapless bastards would come
Como en el
up.
Fortnite.
Finally, I had the stables within my reach.
¿A dónde Ay, sí, por aquí. Pregunta tonta, ¿puedo disparar a las gallinas? Sí, puedo.
After the fight, maybe we could treat ourselves to some fried chicken. And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
Esto
I
huele a
reckon you went toe
enfrentamiento.
to toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
Ok, esto huele a duelo. O sea, a Quick Time Event, más bien. Orgulloso puesto torpe. ¿Por qué siempre está el estereotipo de que el tipo guapo es tonto? Digo, no me quejo, solo pregunto por qué.
You challenged him to a showdown.
Sí, duelo, ok.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
Ok, esto huele a Quick Time Event. Céntrate en tu enemigo con el mouse, pulsa espacio para continuar. Ok. Esto huele sí a Quick Time Event. Cuando tu oponente vaya por su arma, pulsa clic para disparar, apunta con mouse y luego clic para disparar. Ok. Me ganó, qué bien. Estás muerto, sí, claro. A ver, voy a ver si consigo un poquito más.
And
Nice.
that you killed him in a fair fight.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables.
Ah, ok. Trae los caballos, esta vez en serio. Ok, este juego tiene humor.
And stepped inside, and bam!
Ah,
Last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on. How did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
nice. Puntería 75%, bien. Arma preferida, revólver, recompensa preferida, tiro a la cabeza. Pepitas de la verdad, una de ¿qué? Ok, continuar. Parece que después de todo no ha sido tan complicado. ¿Quieres cambiar de dificultad difícil? No, no, gracias. Ok, el juego me está gustando.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to, the bastard had clocked me with his Colt.
Ok, ¿cuál de todas? Hay como 7000 armas que de Colt.
And the kid surrendered?
When he realized there was no getting out of there alive.
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
Indeed they
La
did.
horca.
Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid. Important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after.
Cárcel de Lincoln, el 28 de abril de 1881. 2 meses después del arresto de Silas Greaves.
He was with John Kinney's gang, and they were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine. Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence.
Puedo salir y ya.
Luckily,
¿Qué está pasando
it
ahí
was
fuera?
right around then that I heard Billy make his move.
Abran la
He shot Jim
puerta.
Bell and a few other guards
Pedí un
as he
Uber
made
Eats
his
hace rato.
getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady
¿Puedo
friend
esconderme aquí?
planted a pistol
Nope.
for him in the privy.
Ok,
What
el
the papers
iconito.
didn't say is that Billy helped me escape too.
Punto de control. Uy, llaves. Me coge
My
las llaves y
first
sale de
order
tu
of
celda.
business was finding
Ah,
a
bueno.
firearm.
Encontrar un arma. Ok. Un sombrero. Pulsa E para... Ok, ya tarda demasiado. A ver, un rifle.
Luckily, I located Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun.
Una escopeta. Parece de 2 barriles. Me gusta. Whitney calibre 10. Ok, me gustan las escopetas de 2 barriles porque me recuerda
I
a
saw
Doom.
Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Ok, ahora yo me pregunto aquí, ¿las escopetas funcionarán a larga distancia también o será como escopeta de videojuego?
Hell yeah.
¿Puedo agarrar este revólver?
That scattergun
Sí.
was like a double-barreled howitzer. It could blow a man clear off his feet.
Ok, ¿hay alguna
Hardly had to
forma?
aim the damn.
Puedo cambiar, ok,
The kids escaped raised a huge ruckus.
escopeta,
Guards were everywhere looking for him.
escalera.
Can't let the kid get away.
Pulsa O para ver los objetivos, escapa por los tejados, ok. Ah, por aquí.
I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I
Ok,
could.
modo parkour. ¡Ah! ¡No! Ok, me cayó la tabla encima. Por aquí.
Some of that wood was slippery as hell. The whole town was up in arms. And suddenly,
¿Por dónde?
I was a fugitive.
Ok, no era por ahí. A ver, ¿por dónde? Si no es por aquí... Ok, es por aquí.
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever going to find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there.
Voy a recargar. Paso
I
otra vez el
tried to be
pueblo.
stealthy and sneak my way past.
This town doesn't have a moment's peace.
Munición.
Apparently, some of them thought I was Billy.
You hooligans can go to hell.
Ok, me están disparando por atrás, es cosa mía. Ok, sí puedo. Puedo usar esto a larga distancia, bien. A distancia. ¿De dónde me están disparando? No veo.
See, me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and color.
Tiro a la cabeza.
I was just glad I had Deputy Bob's clean-ass shotgun.
They're shooting in the street! There's children here.
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters. Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. We prize them too high. If
Ok,
you
quiero...
ask me.
ahí está. No, revólver de una mano. Ok, esto es confuso. Ok, esto. Listo. Ok, puedo esperar. No tengo que esperar que la animación termine para continuar disparando. La costumbre. Ok, es por aquí. Ok, ¿por dónde? Ok, tengo que bajar.
But where was the kid while you were busy getting shot at?
Gone. And that's when it occurred to me why Billy sent me friend.
Ok, quick time event.
Have you no respect for decency?
So I could be
A ver,
a hapless
habilidades, a
decoy and
corta
draw
distancia.
attention while he snuck out of town.
Ok, esto me va a hacer un poquito de falta, la primera habilidad de cada cual. A ver, cuando tenga puntos de habilidad reviso.
I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my
Dijo
head.
One Piece, referencia.
Because everybody in Lincoln would be
Ah, me
dead.
dieron un logro por hacer eso, ok.
No, because they all thought I was Billy, and all that blame would fall on him. Meanwhile, Deputy Bob Ollinger was organizing a posse to put me down. He was already a mean son of a bitch, but he was doubly pissed that I stole his mean-ass shotgun. Anyway, it was me or them, and the only way forward led me straight to perdition. But the cards were dealt, and I had no choice but to play them.
Cover your head!
Get the women off the street! Arm yourselves! We're gonna get away! Get back!
Ok, ¿de dónde me están disparando? No veo absolutamente nada. Ok, voy a cubrirme en algo, no sé, aquí. Tiro de distancia. Ok, esto se está poniendo tenso. Tiro de la cabeza a distancia, ok. Ok, a ver. Ok, le di un escopetazo en la quita. Me mataron, qué bien. Ok, creo que ya. Caballos.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Well, sure he did. He dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. Hello, Bob, I said. I think
Ok,
you
esto
better
huele a
let me
otro
go.
duelo. Esto huele a otro
He
duelo.
says, I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun. So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball. He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
Ajusta la posición de tu mano con AD para defundar más rápido. Ok. Cuando oigas latidos podrás defundar primero, pero será un acto deshonroso y afectará tu puntuación. Ok. Okay.
I killed him in a fair fight. Everybody saw I had no damn choice.
Okay.
Well, Lincoln got a mite depopulated that day. Pat Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months
later. Habilidades.
So his
es que puedo mejorar una. Puntos disponibles, ninguno. Ok. Continúa.
So where'd you go after Lincoln?
Mexico.
Ah, México.
Till
Ok.
I realized nobody was looking for me. I ended up taking a
México,
job with the
querido.
Rurales.
The Mexican Rurales?
I was hired to help them track down the cowboys.
The most vicious outlaw gang in Cochise County? Curly Bill Brocious? Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clanton himself.
They must have paid you a pretty penny to take them hombres on.
Not really. But truth be told, I had my own reasons for going after those boys.
Ahora tengo un rifle de palanca. ¿Qué armas tengo?
So was the bastard you
Tengo un
were
rifle,
after
un
now
revólver y
riding with
los
the
revólveres.
cowboys?
Okay.
Roscoe, Bob,
Fusil,
Bryant
esto
was
es
his
un
name.
rifle.
Oh.
But no,
Bueno,
this
son
time it was a
sinónimos.
different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. And yes, he was working for old man Clanton. I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man.
Over there!
Hablan igual que los del Resident Evil 4, me encanta.
Passengers.
Ok, parece que ya estoy fuera de peligro. ¿Quién me disparó?
Moments later, the attackers were dead. And I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing.
0. Creo.
None. It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often did.
Ok.
They would appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads, making use of the high ground and whatever else they had. Yep, the Apaches always appeared out of nowhere, and there never seemed to be an end to them.
Hold on. Were you attacked by Apaches? What happened to the cowboys?
Eso decía yo.
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force.
Digo yo porque esto suena como una escopeta de corredera si es un rifle de palanca.
I was still pretty green and would often blunder into regrettable situations.
Ocupo munición. Ah, olvídalo.
But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks.
Au. ¿Quién me está disparando?
I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was with the cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a
Ok,
dreadful wrong.
tiro a la cabeza por
And I was
4.
determined
Oye,
to
nada
have
mal.
my revenge. But to get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to fight my way past these other assholes first.
Ok, estoy a...
Unfortunately, I was running out of ammo.
Ok, literalmente me acaba de
Another
descontar
perfect
munición así de la
example of
nada.
my relative inexperience as a hunter of men. I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up.
Ok, literalmente me están quitando munición así de la nada.
Finally, they managed to corner me. Trapped as I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim.
Ok, tenía que esquivar eso al parecer.
Luckily, serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament.
Ah, ok. Pulsa bot tengo para habilidades, ok. Dudo que pueda subir algo porque supongo que esto costará 2 puntos. O no, o sí, a ver. Ok, luego veo esto. Huye por la cueva.
I ran ahead as if the devil himself was after me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept running like there was no tomorrow. Because there wouldn't be if Clanton and his men caught up with me. As I was scurrying around those caves, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this.
Corre.
I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going.
What the
and that's
hell?
when something miraculous happened. Like manna from heaven.
Ok, literalmente
I
así cayó
found
del
the
cielo.
desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition. Bat Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good, and he would know.
Ok, sí, me voy a poner más munición del fusil. A ver. Bolsillos hondos, Ranger. Sí. Ok. Ay, ok, casi me caigo. Munición de fusil, muy necesaria. ¿Qué es esto?
And imagine my surprise when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along
Ok,
with
G
that
para
ammo.
lanzar dinamita rápido. Ok.
That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn the tables. Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunter. Time.
All right, Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them.
That's right, Jed.
Okay.
I was done running. And the old man's boys were not expecting that. No, sir. I came at them like a wildcat. It was finally time for that old man to pay for his sins.
Ok, esto huele a otro duelo. A larga distancia. Oh, una Gatling. Ok. El viejo Glanton. Gruñón, cascarrabias, malo como el demonio.
I yelled out at the top of my lungs, Clanton, I'm coming for you! A little stealth might have made more sense, to be perfectly honest. Because that old fool had a Gatling gun and enough bullets to last him till Kingdom Come. But I
Ok,
knew
los
I
cactus
could
tienen
not let that
físicas.
deter me.
Sí, de hecho sí. Puedo romper cactus.
Not if I was to find and kill Ringo.
Lo que sería buena
I needed
idea
to
que
get
no
that old
gastar tanta
man off
munición.
that gun.
Ok. Ok, feedback sonoro de cuando se acaba sin balas. Eso es buena señal. Agáchate. Ok, no le puedo disparar desde aquí. Ok, ahora...
Most everyone thought it was the Ruales who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon, but it was just me.
Ok, ¿qué acaba de pasar? Tengo que hacer esto todo, tengo que hacer esto otra vez. Voy a sacar el revólver. Ok, digo, ¿yo qué tengo que hacer? Literalmente no hay nadie ahí. Creo que sí, literalmente no hay nadie ahí. Sube encima de la colina y mata al viejo. Inspeccionando el revólver. Listo.
Apparently, one of the cowboys made it out of there alive.
Ok, tardó
Told
lo
Ike and
suyo.
Billy Clanton that it wasn't a Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of the Earps. And that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the OK Corral.
Éxito, ok. Ok, yo creo que sería... Yo creo que lo voy a dejar por aquí. Opinión del juego. Me encanta el combate, las animaciones son increíbles.